Hey everybody, welcome to the vocabulary lesson, and this is the 12th vocabulary lesson, and then now I have 2, which is avoid and reject. And now it has avoidable and avoidance and avoid. And here, which is the reject and rejection. And now I want to start with avoid. Keep away from or stop oneself from doing something. The sentence. Avoid excessive exposure to the sun. Synonyms. Keep away from, stay away from, steer clear of, give a wide berth to, fight shy of. I avoid situations that stress me out. Refrain from, abstain from, desist from, eschew. I don't know how to pronounce that. Like ESCHEW. That's a new word that I never heard in my life. And then the sentence here is, he should avoid drinking alcohol. To keep away from, keep clear of, shun. To avoid a person, to avoid taxes, to avoid danger, to prevent from happening, to avoid falling, law, to make void or of no effect, invalidate. And then now, avoidable is adjective. Avoidably is adverb. Avoider is a noun. Non-avoidableness is a noun. Those are the derived forms. Next is non-avoidably is adverb. Unavoiding is an adjective. There are reasons that European countries tend to avoid fluoride. It is also important to avoid using the Pope as part of a marketing strategy. We try to avoid going away for too long so we can check back in. The pilot asked air traffic control for permission to climb from 32,000 to 38,000 feet to avoid the bad weather. As a result, many plants and animals have evolved innovative ways to avoid inbreeding. He could not avoid contrasting this behavior with his past preaching. To keep out of the way of, to refrain from doing, to prevent from happening, to avoid damage to machinery, law to make, PLEA, contract, etc., void, invalidate, quash, obsolete, to expel, obsolete, to depart from. When I walked in, this girl is avoiding me. You have to avoid from lions and tigers and bears. You have to avoid and outrun those dangerous species. Avoidable, which is able to be avoided or prevented. The accident was entirely avoidable. And the synonyms are preventable, stoppable, needless, unnecessary, and escapable. To avoid means to run away, to keep away or stay away, an avoidable mishap. To keep away from, to keep clear of, to endeavor not to meet, to shun, to abstain from, to make empty, to clear, to make void, to annul, to refute, especially a contract. Avoidable. possible to avoid. A number of illnesses are entirely avoidable. In spite of these latest threats, war may still be avoidable. The reasons for these differences in health are in many cases avoidable. There has been no avoidable delay in the making of the regulations. Many traffic accident deaths were therefore avoidable, but for the lack of seatbelts and unjust such legislative inadequacy will in turn lead to environment negligence and to an avoidable legacy for future generations. If ever there were an avoidable war, this one is it. Now, avoid is to keep away from or stop oneself from doing. And then, where are you? Okay. Avoid is to keep away from, to keep clear of. Avoid means to keep away. Avoid is like you gotta stay away. Stay away or keep away. Keep away from this person because he's bad. You have to avoid from this person means to keep away from this person or stay away from this person. Stay away from him. And you have to avoid him. Avoid him. It's like saying you have to stay away from him. Avoid means to stay away and to keep away. Avoid means to stay away and to keep away. Avoid means to keep away and to stay away. Oh, here it is here. To avoid means to run away, to keep away, or stay away. To avoid means to run away, to keep away, or stay away. 3. To avoid means to run away, to keep away, or stay away. Number 4. To avoid means to run away, to keep away, or stay away. 5. To avoid means to run away, to keep away, or stay away. 6. Last time. To avoid means to run away, to keep away, or stay away. And then next, it will be the reject. Reject is dismissed as inadequate, inappropriate, or not to one's taste. Union negotiators rejected a 15% pay increase, refused to agree to a request. An application to hold a pop concert at the club was rejected. The synonyms, which is turn down, refuse, decline, say no to, spurn, informal, give the thumbs down to. The loggers rejected the offer, failed to show due affection or concern for someone rebuffed. And the sentence is, she didn't want him to feel he had been rejected after his sister was born. The synonyms, which is rebuff, spurn, shun, snub, repudiate, cast off, aside, discard, abandon, desert, turn one's back on, have nothing. And then the reject. How High is the name of the movie. How High 2002. Dean Cain says, Listen, I think I have a solution to your little problem. Bart says, oh no, I already got the prescription filled. Zing! Dean Cain says, not that problem. I'm talking about the boys. Those rejects have been rejected. Now, the next movie is Obsession, 2009. She came unto me at the Christmas party and then in the parking garage, and then she showed up at the retreat at my hotel, and I rejected her. And the lady asked, and when you rejected her? It's just a question. And next is, do not be anxious to be in a relationship, or you might be rejected by the girl. The TMNT, 1990, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. And the Shredder says, only effort, discipline, loyalty earn the right to wear the dragon doogie. You are here because the outside world rejects you. This is your family. Indeed, the body would ultimately have rejected the organ transplant. All pursuits that serve to connect the soul with the world whence it came are rejected. It will not be sufficient that the rash counsels of human passion are rejected. He had given back to her the gift of life, which she had been rejected. More, to do with wash one's hands of, informal, give someone the brush off, literary forsake. Jamie rejected her, to refuse to have take recognized etc., to reject the offer of a better job, to refuse to grant a request, demand etc., to refuse to accept someone or something, rebuff. The other children rejected him. The publisher rejected the author's latest novel. To discard as useless or unsatisfactory, the mind rejects painful memories. To cast out or eject or reject, vomit. Okay. To cast out or off medicine, medical of a human or other animal, to have an immunological reaction against a transplanted organ or grafted tissue. If tissue types are not matched properly, a patient undergoing a transplant will reject the graft. Something rejected as an imperfect article. Alright, there's a word here. Avoid. I am trying to avoid sugar from not gaining weight again. I am avoiding the catfish because they will scam me. The related forms. Rejectable is an adjective. Rejector is a noun. Rejective is an adjective. Pre-reject is a verb. Quasi-rejected is an adjective. Unrejectable is an adjective. Unrejected is an adjective. Unrejective is an adjective. Brutality must be rejected as a mistake, but simultaneously preserved as a possible policy option. The role was originally offered to John Wayne, who rejected it for being unpatriotic. And Scatino also tried to enter a play bargain agreement, which ultimately was rejected by the Grosseto court, but Senate Minority Leader Mitch McConnell, RKY, and Republicans rejected the offers. And there is a rock band group named is All the American Rejects. Those are the rock bands. And here, the reject. The night before, he had proposed to a girl and had been rejected. Cheer up, Mary, for I seek to comfort you. Answer the rejected lover. To refuse, to accept, acknowledge, use, believe, etc. To throw out as useless or worthless. Discard, to rebuff a person. Okay. And then now, SWAT 2003. Cop said, I'm starting to like this Sanchez already. Spent 4 years in Metro, passed the SWAT quals 3 times, been rejected by Fuller 3 times. Cop number 2 says, might be a reason. He's got a couple of beefs here. And next, the movie is Good Burger, 1997. Ed says, welcome to Good Burger, home from the Good Burger. Can I take your order? Haha. Kurt says, well, check it, boys. Right back there. It's the reject. And Dexter says, hey, check it, Ed. It's the Mondo Idiot. Ed, oh, nice to meet you, Mondo Idiot. I'm Ed. Kurt, butthead. You better watch your butt, man. Ed, okay. So, he meant the Mondo Burger. So he was making fun of him, calling him a Mondo Idiot. So Good Burger is on this side, and the Mondo Burger is on that side. That's in the movie. Alright, here's his word here. Avoidance. Avoidance is the action of keeping away from or not doing something. 1/3 of cancer deaths could be prevented by avoidance of smoking. The action of repudiating, nullifying, or rendering void a decree or contract. Insurance underwriters could not rely on non-disclosure to justify avoidance of the contract, an action of emptying or clearing away, an act or practice of avoiding or withdrawing from something. A writer known for avoidance of sentimentality. A complete avoidance of sentimentality. Some people are... Oh, wait. I'm reading out the wrong thing here. Okay, the rejection. The dismissing or refusing of a proposal, idea, etc. The union decided last night to recommend rejection of the offer. The synonym is refusal, declining, turning down, dismissal, spurning. A rejection of the offer. Repudiation, rebuff, spurning, abandonment, desertion, informal, brush off, literary, forsaking. And then the sentence is Madeline's rejection of him, the spurning of a person's affections, the action of rejecting. And the next sentence is, some people are reluctant to try it because they fear rejection, the state of being rejected. I rejected them means I didn't want them to come. You rejected us means you weren't accepted. Hey, look, it's the reject. Means calling somebody a bad name, which is a dummy and an idiot. Something rejects you means you weren't accepted. When I invited my girlfriend to my birthday party and she rejected the invitation, refused to go, refused the offer, and reject the offer. It's the same thing. She declined the offer. It's the same thing. Now I'm going to say this again. Something rejects you means you weren't accepted. When I invited my girlfriend to my birthday party and she rejected the invitation, that means refuse to go, refuse the offer, and reject the offer. It's the same thing. she declined the offer. It's the same thing. Refuse to go, refuse the offer, and reject the offer. It's the same thing. She declined the offer. It's the same thing. Now, refuse means like she didn't want to go. She refused to go. That means she doesn't want to go. Refuse means she don't want to go. Don't want to. That's what that means. Refuse is don't want to. Refuse to go. Refuse the offer and reject the offer. It's the same thing. She declined the offer. It's the same thing. And then next, over here, the rejection. Made a flat rejection of the charges against him. The judge's swift rejection of the lawyer's request for a recess. An immune response in which foreign tissue, as of a skin graft or transplanted organ, is attacked by immune system components of the recipient organism. Something rejected. The president decided to largely avoid London during his trip, perhaps mindful of being confronted or associated with a mass display of public rejection. Woman's comics night seems to satisfy a kind of deep-seated need that arises when your fandom also comes with a whole lot of rejection. And that's it. It is done. When you say this person was rejected, that means that he was not accepted. That person is rejected. That means he was not accepted. He wasn't accepted. The reject. Everything. Hey, look at this reject here. He's a reject. It's like calling somebody stupid and an idiot. That's what that means. The reject is a one hard, powerful word. All right. That's it, folks. Hope you guys enjoy the lesson.